Hello Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of 108 Heroes, and this is set in ancient China. Now, this mod is amazing. I am going to be raving about this mod like no one's business, and it's created by a Chinese developer team. And let me just tell you, my favorite mod of all time is developed by a Chinese developer team as well, and that means that I hold very high hopes for this one as well. Anyway, you may be noticing, what is this up in the top here on the menu? Super Smash Mode. Oh yes, Super Smash Mode. This is really, really cool in my opinion. Basically like a custom battle, but it's a bit different. As you can see right here, you have a wide variety, well, actually three different game modes: Highland Capture, Marshal Defense, and Teamwork. Now, not entirely sure what Teamwork means, but I know what Highland Capture means. Basically, it's a King of the Hill style game mode, and what you can do is you can change your hero, you can change the tile set as far as I'm aware as well, and maybe, yes, as you can see right here, you can actually play as a wide variety of different characters. As the name suggests, there are, well, I would assume 108 heroes. You can download the mod, by the way, in the description. This mod does not require Warband script enhancer, it does not require anything really. You can just download it and boot it up straight away, and I'd highly recommend to do that because it's actually an extremely small mod as well in regards to its size, its hard drive size. It's only about 500 megabytes, and that is amazing because most mods nowadays are, well, 2 GB, 3 GB, you know, like almost well, basically a full game, you know, by themselves. But this particular mod team has done such a good job in adding textures, adding all kinds of different weapons. There are so many new features in this mod. I can't even mention them all. So I would highly recommend checking out and seeing if there's something, you know, on the page, on the mod page, that I've missed. But hopefully you're going to be able to see that as we go forward here. So I'm going to just choose this guy, I guess. We're actually just going to randomize a little bit here. I'm just going to randomize, and randomize. There we go. And faction number, I guess we'll play as faction 1. And you can actually decide how many troops you have on each team as well. So you can have 1, 4, 5, 6. Let's have 6 on each team, shall we? Let's not have too many. And let's, well, doesn't really matter, to be honest. Let's put 3 teams. So there are 3 teams on the battlefield, and we're going to play, let's do Marshal Defense. I'm actually unsure what that means. Probably you have to, you know, help out one of your heroes and try and protect them. So let's see if that works. Alright, so this is just a quick battle, basically like a custom battle, and you just get plopped out onto the world. As you can see, there are 3 teams, and we have to try and defend our Marshal, or I think that might be the case. I'm actually unsure about that, but yes, what I do know is that it is extremely fun. It is really fun. I was actually having a whale of a time earlier on when I was playing Highland, what was it, Highland Defense or something like that? Highland Defense, basically King of the Hill, and it was amazing. It was really, really fun because I actually could use a, actually, unfortunately right now I don't seem to have a very good weapon, so that is kind of unfortunate, I gotta say. Kind of unfortunate. As you can see, I'm doing some massive damage though. When I actually can do damage, I'm doing a lot of it, so that's pretty nice. But most units that you're gonna see here are going to be pretty high in HP, if you know what I mean. They're gonna have a lot of HP. So I'm actually just gonna get off here and see if I can do something about it. Now, in the main campaign mode, which we are going to take a look at after this, I'm not going to play the entirety of this mode. I just wanted to show it to you so you can actually see what's going on with it. And anyway, as I was saying, the career mode, the campaign mode, actually has a variety of different actual careers that you can pursue. And I haven't obviously explored that in great detail just yet because I downloaded the mod earlier today and I thought to myself, wow, this is crazy. The amount of additional features that has been added is amazing. It is as I said, I'm going to rave about this. I am going to rave about this mod like no one's business. I did get myself killed, but as you can see, you can just press space and you can get back onto the battlefield, so you can just revive yourself a little bit here. Oh, and it seems like that's the guy that we have to defend, as you can see right there. So if I go up here, yeah, he's our marshal. He's our marshal. So basically what you have to do is you have to try and defend him while attempting to kill the other team's marshal. So if you're into kind of like fast action and you just want to get into a little bit of a fight here and there, then the Super Smash mode is for you. And I am going to now give up the fight. You can see, see your stats and all sorts of things. And we are going to start a new game. Now, if the Super Smash mode was not enough to get you to download the mod, just wait. Just wait. It's gonna be fantastic. Welcome to the Mountain Blade mod 108 Heroes. It is actually based on a classical literature called Water Margin, by the looks of things. I think that's how it's pronounced anyway. Before the game starts, please create your character. Please note that you will be asked 10 questions about the marsh initially. According to your choice, the initial attributes, skills, equipment, and so on will be set. Besides, it will affect your initial property and career. See, I mentioned about career. Property can be divided into loyalty, chivalrous, and courage. The similarity of property between you and some hero or lord determines how easy it is for you to recruit him. Yeah, bear in mind, you can actually recruit any NPC in the game. So basically, you can, well, kind of persuade them, I suppose. You can kind of persuade them into joining you, and I think that that is amazing in itself. So yeah, as you can see, we're just going to pick our gender here. Okay, so these are the 10 questions. And I do apologize, by the way. Any Chinese people watching or anyone that knows how to pronounce Chinese names, I'm going to pronounce them badly just because I am really bad at pronunciation, that kind of thing. So I apologize in advance. So when Chao Gai was hit by an arrow in Zentoshi, what do you think should be done immediately? So we can rush into the enemy for revenge, command our entire army to crush them, or withdraw and make a better plan. Command entire army to crush them, I guess? Which hero do you think that his ability cannot march the title of Heaven Stars, but only rely on the relationship with Song Jiang and enter the list? Now, I don't actually know anything about ancient Chinese history or mythology, and that makes me a bit sad, to be honest, because I am a pretty big fan of the Dynasty Warriors series and all of those Musu games. So it is kind of a shame that I don't really know that much about this, but I guess I'll just choose randomly. Dai Zong, I suppose. Lin Chong is a hero admired by everyone. Which one do you think is the most admired property? The commanding ability for 800,000 men in the Forbidden Army, the self-restraint ability, or the courageous strength that has never been defeated in his whole life? Probably never being defeated, because I'm always one to get myself killed, so let's do that. What do you think about the list on the ancient monument which is dug out by Song Jiang? Okay, so although it may be man-made, it is also a good way to serve the public. The destiny of heaven, the will of God. It's just a little trick of Song Jiang. Everyone knows it without saying it. I guess we'll go for a good way to serve the public. Who do you think has the heaven titled capability but fails, but falls to earthly fiends? Sun Li, I guess? Yeah, now, I am obviously not knowing anything about this, so I could be making absolutely awful decisions, but I think that's part of the fun. Do bear in mind, by the way, that the mod is 80% translated into English, because obviously Chinese to English, that's very, very difficult in my opinion, so it's going to be a lot of work, but thankfully the mod team has had some help, and they've done 80% so far, so that's pretty nice. Anyway, respectable warriors. Which one do you think is the core spirit for heroes of Liangshan? The secret shot, the bravery of 5 tiger generals, I guess we'll go for. These 3 heroes are invincible and never meet their defeat in their whole lives. Which one do you want to be? Let's be Wusong. What do you think is the most admirable point about Liangshan heroes? The strength, which is more powerful than ordinary people. The courage to be fearless. Why not? Last question. Which one do you think is the best end for the heroes of Liangshan? Destroy the bastard minister first and then accept the Empire's offer? Take Liangshan and defend themselves? Or wipe out the Song dynasty even if they die? Well, if it is good for the people, then wiping out the Song dynasty might be a good idea. Alright, so as you can see right here, so start fighting with your own beliefs. So our nature is courage, and our career is a farmer of level 1. Let's continue with that. I actually don't mind what we get. I was just really interested to see what would happen there. Alright, so we actually have a pretty decent amount of archery skill at the moment. So I think what we're going to do... yeah, I actually have no way of really naming ourselves appropriately here, because usually I'll pick Barney, but I guess we'll just go for Beartild. It's not really a very fitting name, and I apologize for that, but well, hopefully you'll forgive me if I'm able to do some damage with a bow, because we actually do have quite some power draw, well, archery proficiency, so I'm hopeful that that will make a difference to how effective we are if we are given a bow. Hopefully we are going to be given a bow. And I'm actually just going to go for the standard default face, because usually when I randomize, it doesn't really work out exactly great. So let's just continue. Alright. Alright, so we are just put onto the map. Let's zoom out here so you can actually get a look at what's actually going on. Wow, this is really insane. This is crazy impressive. So impressive. Just look at... I mean, it's so massive. I mean, the world map is massive. There are many different factions. And I am here. I am a very small person in a very large world, and I only have... Oh dear. I only have 20 liang, so that's not very good at all. I have some books here, so I suppose we're going to be attempting... Oh, I have a crossbow, which can't be used on horseback. And I also have some axes. I was hopeful for a bow, but no such luck by the looks of things. So what we are going to have to do is... who should I align myself with? Wu or Han? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, let's have a look at this though. We've been given a quest. When does the chaos come to an end? Go to Shuipo Liangshan to get some interesting things. Okay. Well, where is that? That's obviously a bit of an issue for me. Maybe it's going to be nearby, maybe it's not going to be nearby. Well, whatever the case, I'm going to go to the nearby village, and we are going to try and recruit some people. There we go, we get 2 of them. 2, oh, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty fine for me. And you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to take an action. Oh, look at this. Deliver order to lords, reward your party, chest with party. Not entirely sure what that means, but hopefully we will find out. Let's get some weapon mastery. Because what I'm going to try to do is I will try to read this book as soon as possible, and then I will sell it for some money. So you can see here that you actually have a variety of statistics of the town itself. So if you want to know how much food there is, what the wealth is like, what the population is like, and so on, then you can see that here. And of course, you also have the ability to view the center building here. Unfortunately, I can't see that right now. But yeah, hopefully we will be able to see that reasonably quickly. I have some dried meat here, but that's not really... that's basically it. Now, there is a new tournament as well. There is a new tournament system involved in the game, so hopefully we will be able to experience that as well. Wandering Minstrel, Ransom Broker... Is this a... Oh yeah, now bear in mind, all of the companions don't have any speech at the moment, because that is still a work in progress. They still need to, you know, translate everything, so, you know, you can kind of forgive that in my opinion, and we are just going to... No. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately I was hopeful that she might be free to recruit, but unfortunately that's not the case. Alright, so I am actually going to try and join a tournament. Oh, there are 100 opponents. Whoa, alright, this is gonna be interesting. I kind of wish I had spec'd into more Power Strike now, to be honest. That probably would have made more sense, but thankfully most of my opponents are not exactly great, so I should be able to win against them not too badly. And also, of course, hopefully this is going to give us some good money. I obviously don't know whether this has been revamped, but from what I can tell by the amount of enemies that are available to fight here, that might very well be the case, which would then mean that we are going to gain a good amount of cash for eliminating quite a few. I'm actually just going to try and eliminate about 15 enemies here. I'm not going to go for anything too spectacular because I don't want to spend too much time in the arena unless it's a tournament, and we'll see how that goes, because basically I just want to get some money, some quick cash, and if it gives me a good amount then I might decide to do a little bit more here, but who knows. I would actually like to pick up his bow, but I don't think I can, which is a bit of a problem. Oh well, never mind. Don't suppose we need to really worry about it too much, at least at the moment. Okay, so another four kills for me, and then I will leave if I can, and then we'll see what we can do after that with the amount of money that we gain. If I'm going to gain a good amount, then I might spend a little bit of time here, because that's always a good idea, to try and get a little bit of extra cash initially without having to really put yourself on the line, so to speak, you know, because I have seen previously in this mod that the bandit parties, they are numerous. They are numerous. Okay, so did I just... I got 25 liang. Okay, well, 15 for 25. If I eliminated another 15, that might be 30. So, I mean 50 even. So that's not particularly great, but, well, let's have a look and see if there are any tournaments. Wow, there's a huge amount of tournaments. Okay, and there are also armored faction fights and all kinds of manners of things, so I'm not entirely sure what those are, but hopefully we'll find out as we go forward. Alright. Okay, 70 if you hunt down these bandits. Okay, sure, I'll hunt down these bandits. There's 19 of them. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I actually don't know whether I will be able to deal with them. I guess I'm gonna try. Let's do this. Now bear in mind... Yes, now bear in mind there's actually an amazing new mechanic here. It's a duel. You can actually join a 1 versus 1 duel, and you can select your fighter. I'm gonna choose this, and we're gonna just fight. There we go. And I don't know whether you can hear, hopefully you can, but basically they speak Chinese. They actually speak Chinese, instead of just them, you know, saying, you know, that's a nice head you have on your shoulders, or, you know, less talking, more raiding, or something like that. They actually have custom voice lines, which I think is really amazing. Dual loss. Oh, you cannot use... I used command keys. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah. Don't use command keys in the duel. That is a bad idea. That is a bad idea. My bad, my bad. Hopefully that won't really affect us too much. As you can see, our morale is also a big deal in this mod. So yeah, I actually don't even have a very good crossbow skill, but hopefully I will be able to kill this guy before he gets to us. Oh, this is going to be a bit problematic. Yes, I really wish I'd spec'd into crossbows now, but I had no way of knowing. I had no way of knowing. Oh, there we go. He's dead. Okay, so I only have 6 crossbow bolts. Okay, so we've killed 1 enemy. Hopefully that's going to be... Yes, killer rank 1. Bertilt. 1 kill. Yes. Okay. We might actually do okay here. Let me see if I can maybe do some damage to those guys. This guy is gonna maybe... Okay, yeah. So I have an axe. I have 2 axes. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my people to charge in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, this is not gonna go well, friends. Oh, it might. It might go well. It might. We might be able to do it. I'd like my recruits to turn up now, if at all possible. That would be nice. Okay, come on now. Yes, I have a faster axe than you do, sir. That is not enough, though, I don't think. Oh, there's one of my recruits coming in. There's one of my recruits. Hopefully they are going to completely ignore me and, well, ignore him, and maybe he will, you know, attempt to do some damage. Nice parry by this guy, gotta say that. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to get in here, maybe do a little bit of damage. I've got to be really careful though. As you can see, he's already been killed. That's not good. That is not good at all. Oh dear. Well, so far, I'm actually seeing that we're doing okay, you know? We're actually doing fine. If I don't take any more... yes. If I don't take any more damage... Yes. Yes. Oh, we moved into it too much. Just so... very, very close. Very, very close. Okay. Well, it's okay. It's alright. We actually did alright there. Unfortunately, the enemies do take us prisoner, but we don't actually lose anything, and now the bandits have been eliminated by another party. But that's alright. It's actually not even a big deal, because it does mean that I've shown off a little bit of the dueling system, and we now know a little bit more about not being, you know, not using the command keys. Don't use those command keys. That's not really the best idea, is it? So we are now, I believe, going to make our way over to one of the nearby towns, because I'd like to pick up another quest. I don't really want to go back and be like, hey, so I failed your Guildmaster quest. Yes, exactly. Don't really want to do that, so maybe he can give me something else. Escort a caravan. Ooh, yes, I don't have 6 strong, unfortunately. It seems like my my selections were not exactly great, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sell this book here. Historical records. I don't know what it actually gives me, unfortunately, but it is going to enable me to hopefully recruit some additional units. So, let's go to the nearby village here. Recruit some people. See, now that's the thing. If I'd had about maybe 15 or maybe even 10 of my allies to help me out, then I would have actually won that battle, I think. So, yeah, now that we have 9, that's pretty good. Maybe I should just go to this one as well. Maybe we can get something there too. No, it's a castle, actually. Great. Okay, well, actually, you know what? Oh, hello. Oh, dear. These are footmen. I'm actually going to pay them 85 because I don't want to fight these guys because they are Wu footmen, and the footmen are a little bit higher rank than what we have, so being able to avoid a fight here would be pretty good. And we're just going to go to this other village here. Oh, just one? Are you serious? Why are you giving me just one? Are you serious there? Okay, well, whatever the case, I am very excited about this mod, and mountain looters? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Is there anything else that I need to show you? Well, what about this? Chest. Here's your chest with party. Open my chest. It costs 10,000. Okay, that's crazy. Reward your party. How much money would you like to reward your party? Few. Well, I don't have that much, unfortunately, so it's not really going to help us. But, there's some more statistics here. Duel in tournament. Win, loss, straight wins, and you can view your character report. You can see all of your things there. You can actually view the map of China. So it would actually take a little bit of time. As you can see, they actually give you a nice little message that tells you that it's going to take a bit of time to load up. And that, in my opinion, it just all these little quality of life effects. Look at that. There it is. That's crazy. That's really nice. So as you can see, it seems like Liao and Chu have the biggest territory. Or wait a minute. No, those are 2 different territories. That's Wu and Chu right there. And then, of course, we have Jin over here. So, yeah, that's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Just seeing that is really impressive. Official report? You have no official. No, we have no official just yet. Team career. So, as you can see, we are a farmer. So, technically, we could try and do something about that. So, we could become a bit of a farmer, and wow, there's some sea raiders. Yeah, so those sea raiders are going to be a bit of a difficulty for us, but thankfully we don't need to fight them right now. So I'm actually going to go and speak to this guy, and I will now escort the caravan. I would like to do a tournament actually, so I can actually show you the new tournaments. But yeah, it's obviously one of those things that I'm not going to be able to show you a huge amount just yet. But what I wanted to do was do much more of an organic kind of progression with this special feature, because I actually want to play it more, and it's just such a good mod, in my opinion. It really is, and I'd highly recommend downloading it if you haven't already. It's, in my opinion, one of the better mods to come out recently. Anyway, I'll take you through a safe route. Let's see. Yes. Take you through a safe route. Okay, so where do we actually need to go? Jingzhou. Jingzhou. Okay, so where is that? Do I need to look on the map? Do I need to look on... Do I really? Yes, apparently I do. Okay, so I'm going to need to find it. Where is it? Jingzhou, there it is. Okay, show on the map. Where is it? Oh, it's far. Oh dear. I was actually thinking that it might be not too far away. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay, we might have some issues. Let's face it. We might have some problems. Okay, so we are all the way up here. And my character is deciding to go that way, which I suppose is the right way. And we do have a whole bunch of people following me. I would like to do it... Oh. Right. Well, we're going to attack some Sea Raiders, by the looks of things. I would like to duel. Yes, let's duel. And I am not going to command my forces this time around, so you can actually see what happens when you do a duel and hopefully win. And bear in mind, there are actually items and legendary weapons that you can upgrade, that you can gather, that you can find by defeating much more powerful enemies. So for example, if I were to fight a vassal and I only had, 20 or so units or something, and the vassal had 60 or something like that, then it would be more likely for me to gain a legendary weapon or something amazing from that. So yeah, otherwise there is a very, very succinct description in on the mod page, and I'd highly recommend checking that out if you want to see more of what the mod's all about. Anyway, this guy is actually not using a shield, so I'm actually going to try and take advantage of that if at all possible, but unfortunately my crossbow skill is abysmal, so I'm not going to be able to do that much damage to him, but hopefully I will be able to get a headshot. Yes. Yes, another one. Very good. Reload, please, Bertild. I would appreciate it. Oh, okay. There we go. Got to be a bit careful here. I don't know whether his axe has crushing against blocks. If it does... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. But as you can see, he actually does not... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got murdered. We got murdered. I actually don't know how good he is. Like, I don't know how much HP he actually has, but that's really impressive, I gotta say. That's really impressive. It's kind of unfortunate that we did not get our merchant caravan in on the fight, because if we had gotten them in on the fight, we probably would have won that. But anyway, let's go into the tavern here, and oh, look at this. We have some... yes, this is actually a companion. So, let me see. Yes, 200 Liang. Okay, look at that. He's actually joined us. Fantastic. I'm hopeful that he is a medic of some kind. He is not a medic, but he does give us 4 pathfinding, which is crazy good, and also some tactics and some tracking and things like that, so that's very nice. And I would like to go into the arena, and I'd actually like to see where a nearby tournament is. So, Hangzhou? That might be relatively close. Maybe. Yes, Hangzhou is right there. So that might be something we want to go to. Alright, so we've arrived in Hangzhou and we are now going to be participating in the tournament. Now, as I said, the tournament is significantly different. Now, I do have a little bit lower HP because unfortunately I, well, got here pretty quickly. Oh, look at that. I already killed someone, so I can actually just give up the fight immediately and we can go onward to the next. Alright, so let's see if we can actually win this. I mean, it would be pretty cool if we could win, but yeah, I'm not holding out too much hope here because I probably should have spec'd into much more Power Strike, in my opinion. Power Strike probably would have made much more sense than Power Draw, but I actually imagined that I was going to be getting a bow when... in actuality, that was not the case. But my team is actually winning. I think my team is actually winning very, very nicely indeed. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about any problems here. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with this mod, and we've only barely scratched the surface in this episode, and I would love to be able to explore it some more. So there will be a second episode, and I'd recommend downloading it. I'd recommend checking it out. I believe that the mod has not had that much exposure, and hopefully this video will help to, you know, get the mod into more people's hands, because let's face it, good mods deserve to be played, and this is definitely a good mod, and I'm recommending it. I'm recommending it, because if you are a fan of ancient China in any way, then you're going to have a really, really fun time with this. And oh dear. Well, this is bad. Yes, yes, I thought so. I thought so. That guy, he's very good. He did 45 damage to me. He actually ended up winning the tournament. Alright, well, yeah, I guess if we are going to be making another episode on this, let me know, by the way, if you want to see another episode. If you don't, then that's absolutely fine, but I think I probably will make one anyway. And I think, in general, I might remake my character, because I think I might like to spec into Power Strike and a little bit more Iron Flesh and a couple of other things instead. And in the next episode, I'll give you a brief overview of what I've done, and maybe we'll be able to participate in a couple of extracurricular activities. So in other words, try to advance our career a little bit and go from there. I thank you very much for watching and for joining me, and I will see you next time.